Okay, page 68. A few days later, Bao Yu received an invitation from Jia Zhen to come to the East Mansion to see their spring festival lanterns and watch the performance of a few operas. Jia Yu joined him for a while, but soon became bored and managed to exit discreetly. As he was wandering, he came across his page Ming Yan, and a maid named Wan Er. They were playing the game. Bao Yu had been taught by the goddess of disenchantment. Ming Yan fell down on his knees to beg for mercy, and seeing that Bao Yu did not care for this, he brought round a horse to leave by the back gate. So Bao Yu saw them playing, and Ming Yan kneeled down. The following morning, Bao Yu visited Dai Yu's apartment, only to find her taking a nap. So Bao Yu went to visit the apartment. Okay, they were playing here, and Bao Yu found the two were playing, and Ming Yan said sorry and begged for forgiveness. And the next morning, Bao Yu went to Dai Yu's apartment, the chamber. Okay, visited Dai Yu's apartment only to find her taking a nap. As Bao Yu approached her, he smelled an intriguing scent coming from her sleeve. He therefore grabbed hold of it to see what was hidden inside. Dai Yu sat up and grinned at him. I have a cold scent. 冷香. Do you perhaps have a warm scent? Bao Yu shrugged, refused by the question, and Dai Yu sighed. You are so foolish. You have jade, and another has gold to complement it. Therefore, you ought to have a warm scent to balance with that person's cold scent. As they were speaking, Bao Chai entered the room. They were speaking. Bao Chai entered. Where is Bao Chai? I cannot see. Not yet entered. Page 69. They were laughing and joking when they heard the sound of a heated argument coming from Bao Yu's room. And soon found that Bao Yu's wet nurse, Naima, Bao Yu's wet nurse, Nanny Li, had lost a lot of money playing cards in the Lady Dowager's quarter and was now taking out her anger on Xi Ren. Maybe this is taking her anger out at Xi Ren, or maybe this. Dai Yu and Bao Chai tried to calm her down, but she would not stop shouting. Maybe this is Dai Yu, this is Bao Chai. Cannot see. Bao Chai and Dai Yu, they were playing. Could not stop shopping. Finally, Xi Feng arrived and took the nurse aside, promising to have whoever had been upsetting her beaten. She then led the nurse away. Maybe this is Wang Xifeng let her go. Jia Huan, who had the same father as Bao Yu and was therefore his half-brother, was the son of Jia Zheng's concubine Zhou. He had been playing a game of dice with Bao Chai, Xiangling, and Ying'er, but had become tearful when he had lost some money. Bao Chai took it upon herself to comfort him. Bao Chai. What a complicated story. Shi Xiangyun, the Lady Dowager grandniece, had a bad lisp. Had a bad lisp. What is lisp? Had a bad lisp. Okay, I better not to close this computer so that I can check words. Lisp. Now let me LISP. Go translate lisp. What is lisp? Lisp, a speech defect. Okay. The lady's dead. Shi Xiangyun, the Lady Dowager's grandniece, had a bad lisp. Dai Yu often teased her. It seems that people with lisps can never keep quiet. Yet, because they cannot pronounce second brother, 二哥, second brother, all they can manage is love brother, 二哥, 爱哥, 大舌头, 爱哥, 爱哥, ha, Dai Yu said. Then I hope you can marry a man with a lisp so that you will get to hear her laugh every day. 二哥, 爱哥, 二哥, 情哥哥, no, 二哥哥, cannot make sense. Xiangyun said, before running, Xiangyun said to Bao Yu, to Dai Yu. Xiangyun said, before running from the room, Dai Yu chased after her, but was blocked by Bao Yu, who laughed and urged her to forget the slight this time. Seeing Bao Yu playing about with the girls all day long, Xi Ren urged him not to do so, but Bao Yu would not listen to her. One day, he was sitting inside, sulking, spending all his time reading or writing and speaking only to his young maid. Sir. So Bao Yu only read and write to Meanwhile, 大姐 大姐，大姐，西凤 's daughter， 大姐，大姐，大姐，大姐，西凤 's daughter。王熙凤的女儿叫什么？王熙凤，王熙凤的女儿，女儿叫什么？叫什么？王熙凤的女儿，乔姐。乔姐 ，Why is called 大姐？乔姐。大姐就是大姐，也是乔姐 ，it's the same thing. Okay. Meanwhile, 大姐 or 乔姐 Xi Feng's daughter had the chicken pox, so her father, Jia Lian, had moved to a study in another compound until she recovered. He took this opportunity to seduce a woman called Miss Miss Duo, who was the wife of a cook in the Rong mansion. 贾琏找谁了？贾琏勾搭谁了？贾琏勾搭谁了？勾搭谁了？包二应该是包二，怎么会是刀二？贾琏，尤二姐，贾琏。Okay. Miss 刀二。包二，who was the cook of in the Rong mansion. However, his maid Ping Er found some of the woman's hair when she was changing his sheet. Jia Lian began to beg her to keep the whole affair a secret. This must be 宝玉, Jia Lian. I'm a little bit confused. When Xi Feng suddenly entered the room, Jia Lian had to resort to drawing a line across his neck when Xi Feng was not looking to show Ping Er what would happen if she revealed his misconduct. Draw a line across his neck. Yeah. This must be Xi Feng, this must be Ping Er, and this must be Jia Lian. Yeah. Jia Lian was having a secret relation with the cook's wife. Okay, kind of makes sense now. This is Xi Feng. Okay. The Lady Dowager had arranged a small stage in her inner courtyard to celebrate Bao Chai's 15th birthday. As soon as everyone had finished breakfast, Bao Chai was asked to choose which play they would watch first. After refusing the honor a number of times, Bao Chai finally chose a scene from The Journey to the West, 西游记, one of the Lady Dowager's favorite. Okay, so this is the 西游记, 唐僧, where is 孙悟空? This is 沙和尚, where is 猪八戒? Okay, so this is Lady Dowager, and where is this? Must be Bao Chai must be somewhere there. When the feast was ready, Bao Chai was asked to choose. Was asked to choose another play. When the feast was ready, Bao Chai was asked to choose another opera. This time she picked The Drunk Monk. Why do you always choose such rowdy pieces? Bao Yu complained. You should know that this is one of the greatest operas. You should know that this is one of the greatest operas. Bao Chai replied. It is dramatic and amazing and has some profound poetry. She then began to quote from the play, and Bao Yu found himself nodding his head to the rhyme of the beautiful words. So Bao Chai has chosen something else, and Bao Yu nodded. You are right. Page 72. After the performance, Xi Feng noted that the lead actress reminded her of someone. Both Bao Chai and Bao Yu nodded their agreement, but were careful not to say who she looked like. However, Xiang Yun was not so discreet. Yes, she looked exactly like Dai Yu, she said. Bao Yu looked at her and raised his eyebrow. That evening, Xiang Yun asked her maid to begin packing up her belongings. We shouldn't have to stay here just to get dirty look from people. We will leave in the morning, she said. Bao Yu came to try and calm her down, but she would not listen. It's clear that I cannot match up to your cousin. Other people can mock her, but when I do, so it is a big deal. Bao Yu left and went to search for Dai Yu, who was also angry. So they were thinking, after they were thinking they look like somebody, must be looking like Dai Yu and Shi Xiangyu. Bao Yu finally made his way back to his room and began to write. Only when there are no more tests will my feet be able to find somewhere to rest. The following day, Dai Yu, Xiang Yun, and Bao Chai saw what he had written and began to laugh. Dai Yu teased him and suggested that he add, when there is no place for my feet to rest, that will be the purest state and the best. Bao Yu thought to himself that his cousins seemed to understand his situation better than himself, yet still they they knew little about the world. He therefore decided not to worry himself so much over such things. They were playing